This episode of The Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Netflix. Go to netflix.com/TRS for your free trial membership. Coming up, we get our grubby little hands on a 3DS. Is it awesome? It's in 3D. How could it not be awesome?
Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad Show.
Okay, ready? Ready. How do I take the picture? Okay. Amazing. Amazing.
So now Dan's gonna attack you.
Amazing. But you also
close
kind
my
of
eyes.
close your eyes, but it's like it's gonna be perfect. I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
Ah, Dan!
Oh my
There's
god.
Angry Dan.
Oh.
Angry Dan. Oh, he's
Smirky Dan.
Dude, that's awesome.
Amazing.
Holy crap, that's crazy. You look really cool playing this, Alex.
It feels so cool.
not exactly the kind of thing you want to play on the bus, but
They're like, stop looking at me. Oh, Super Dan. Blah. I think it's unfortunately your bottom lip is having some issues.
see, that's the most important thing is the mouth.
Well, your bottom lip is like. I'll take a 3D picture of Mike.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ready? Oh, it is very sensitive to the positioning.
Yeah, and you can move the slider to adjust it to yourself to what you feel.
Yeah, but here, look, like, find it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. There's nothing. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, this is really okay. All right, getting into it.
I'm already digging this more than 3D console.
Interesting.
It's just me thinking about it, but this is like pick up and play for a few minutes and then I'm done. I mean, I
don't have to, like,
I have
make
sat
your
all
brain-
day playing my 3DS. Also, it's smaller, so and I'm not wearing glasses. Like it's already like I could. This could be the kind of way I want to use 3D.
I'm very impressed with the 3D.
This, I will say, the actual playing, when the playing part happens, the 3D is really kind of cool.
And I think, I mean, I don't know how many other Lego games you played on the DS, but just the visuals alone are already a huge step up on that device, regardless
Yeah.
of the 3D.
Yeah, that builds block stuff.
Holy crap! Crazy.
You can also just do it with your thumb. That's what I ended up doing.
Well, very cool.
So you want to throw Street Fighter in and try that?
Yeah, let's do that.
The face thing was fun because of the faces. The ARG aspect of it was cool because it was the surroundings. But the way that I had to like move and target like this, there was none of that was fun. Like it was fun for like the first second where I was like, oh, it's the world. And then it was like, oh boy, I wish I was just doing this. Not spinning on my heels in the middle of the
I don't
room.
know. I gotta
shooting.
say, what you're saying echoes usually how I feel about the Wii. I feel like,
Yes.
and Kinect, this is the first time where I ever felt like I feel more wow with this than I have with any of the other peripherals.
I'm
we've
definitely
ever had
wowed.
for-
I just don't
yeah.
want to do it. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I
You just don't like
seeing
the
it,
physicality
I don't
of
want
it?
to. Yeah, I don't. That rather than me using my thumbs, I have to because I'm also is not how I play things over the course of my years. So this I have no. There's not. I'm not. There's
Just
no
in a
skill
fun
of
burst,
this.
though. The device itself, the like start button, home, and select buttons are like
Yeah, super.
almost
slick.
like touchpad.
Yeah.
And the thumbstick.
The
feels
thumbstick is
awesome.
amazing. Yeah.
It's like a whole new
Yeah,
thumbstick.
there should be two of them, one on each side. There should be
Well,
two.
yeah, that I don't understand.
They do that,
Oh, wow.
this cool view that emphasizes the 3D.
Unfortunately, I don't know the. Wow.
And
Holy poop.
And you can program those 4 quadrants into any combination of buttons
Oh,
that
so
you
I.
want.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like. Wow.
Looks pretty damn good, right?
I'm excited to try this.
Dude. Wow. I'm blown away by this. Oh, shit. Epic. Dude, very cool.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
I do feel like it's very easy for me to kind of like as I'm like moving it around and like hitting the buttons it's pretty easy for me to like not to pop it out of 3D.
Try holding it a little bit further. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
What do you guys think of, just from a design perspective?
I'm
what do you think?
down.
You like it?
I think it's good. I think
What
it's good.
do you like the telescoping stylus, or
didn't
I like
really-
the telescoping
I didn't use
stylus,
that.
but
you didn't telescope it?
How do you telescope it?
Pull it out
Oh,
with
yeah.
the telescope?
it's
Sure.
fine.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I don't think it's not bad. I don't like the placement,
I don't either.
but maybe it's just because I'm not used to that
I don't
placement
mind
and it doesn't matter.
Just feels like when I'm holding it, it was always just pull it out with my.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
I like that it's like graphite.
It does feel like a little bit of a step into the past as far as design goes. It's not as slick as like the squared, the squared original one, and like, or not the original one, but the one that is now, not the DSi, but the one before, where it's like everything's squared and smooth, and it's like very like nice. You know what I mean?
What did you think of the screen?
I thought the screen is beautiful. I don't know if I like the 3D. I don't
At
know.
all?
No, I don't. There are some parts of it that were really cool, but it was so constantly going sort of in and out of 3D that it was really messing with my head when I was trying to be when I was sort of in the game, especially with the Street Fighter thing.
Because you would
I was
physically
I
move
was
it?
physically moving it, and then I would have to sort of adjust my face to like get it back into 3D. But then when it would go out and in, is really not a good experience with my brain.
It's got a very small
Threshold.
window
Yeah.
of where you can hold
But
it.
that said, playing Clone Wars, I was like, yeah, when the stuff was happening from the deep in and coming
was
out to you,
crazy.
it's like,
Yeah.
this is the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it feels like a good first step at the future.
I
but
really
don't-
like the AR stuff. I think that I know you had a problem with the idea of moving in physical space in order to
Yeah.
control it, but I feel like that opens up a whole new avenue of gameplay that has never really been
Yeah.
explored in a mass market way.
Definitely.
I also feel like, remember when we all got our 360s and there wasn't very many games for it yet, but we all downloaded Geometry Wars.
I said this exact same thing.
Did you really? I feel like, Face Wars isn't quite Geometry Wars, but I wonder if there will be, you said this, like other games that are like fun little arcade games.
Yeah.
Like the Xbox 360 arcade.
Exactly.
That'll be really fun in 3D that implement it in a way that's just
Is
casually
there gonna be? Is there gonna
dynamic.
be? I mean, I know there's the WiiWare stuff, but is
Yeah.
that gonna be something they're gonna open up for this, where you can
Yeah.
be like a developer that just makes a fun little quick game that you pay for?
Yeah, the DSiWare stuff is going to come over, but not for a few months.
Okay.
Yeah, I think June is when they're saying.
So there might be some 3DS eyewear.
Yeah, I think
stuff?
that's what will happen. Absolutely, but it's a tricky situation for them because they're clearly now, Nintendo really has never had to deal with cell phone games until the last
Yeah.
year or two,
Yeah.
and now they're really competing with 99-cent experiences that are pretty
Yeah.
dense video games, and all of these, like Pilotwings is a $40 game, $50 game, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, look at
and
Puzzle
it's
Quest.
not.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
the
Puzzle
same thing as
Quest.
Glider, or Glider 2
But you
on
could
the
buy
iPad.
Puzzle Quest
Right.
or Puzzle Quest 2 on the DS for $40.
Right.
Or you can buy it for $9 on a suitable handheld that is the iPhone 4.
Yeah, and I think these kinds of games, this one and Street Fighter, they're definitely beefier, and I think justify their price tag more than some of the games we might be getting. If you put out something like Bubble Bobble or some of these games
Yeah.
that have always come out on every Nintendo handheld,
Yeah.
how are you going to justify having them be boxed $40 games when
It's an interesting point.
Well, maybe that's what they'll get with the DSiWare, is they'll start looking at some of the ones that would be boxed games.
Yeah.
But it's tough because you get games and then they'll go on sale. I mean, that's the other thing, is they can go on sale instantly for a day where you can get an EA game for 99 cents.
Yeah.
And it's the exact game that shows up on the DS, on the PSP, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, boy, I didn't even think
So you
about
guys
that,
think?
but that's
What do you
killer.
guys think? Worth $250?
I don't think so.
If you don't own a DS,
Well, that's different.
yeah.
If you don't own a
Yeah.
DS,
Is there anyone that doesn't own a DS?
yeah, I think you nailed it. I would not replace my DS with that for that much money.
Yeah. But do you think it's an experience
It's very
that?
expensive, but it's cool. It's really cool. I had more fun.
But that's
with
close to
that
an
than
iPad
I
1.
have with Kinect.
But that's
or,
close to an iPad 1 cost. I mean, you could buy an iPad.
Yeah, it's.
What is an
it's
iPad
less
now?
than half of it.
$299?
$299. That's not at all. $229, $299.
Original iPad is $299.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But you were like exclaiming during Super Street Fighter. Now, what was it that made you so excited?
It's the it implements the 3D in a freaking cool way with that
Yeah,
dynamic
that was
view.
definitely the most fun.
It's like really 3D, and I'm really playing the game. And I actually liked even just Street Fighter being on the DS.
The buttons of
the
the
buttons
combos?
for doing the combos. touchscreen.
It's a pretty elegant solution, I think,
Yeah.
to not having 6 face buttons.
Well, it's also almost what
it
those
easier.
OLED keyboards were purporting to be.
The Optimus?
Which was it even has some visual representation of you can do this combo now.
Yeah.
It turns blue and you're like, yeah, I can do that. Save it, bam.
If Avatar came out on this in 3D, would you watch it on it?
Yeah, I mean, I would rather not watch Avatar that way, but
I don't think I could
if,
see myself watching a full movie on something that small.
I don't know. I'm in bed.
Because when you have an
plane?
iPad, but when you have an iPad,
Yeah.
why would you not watch it on a 10-inch iPad screen?
But it's not going to be in 3D on your iPad.
If I'm in bed,
I'm asking if it's the 3D movie experience.
If I'm in bed, I'm going to sleep, and I watch something before I typically do that. I would totally watch, probably not Avatar, but something in 3D on my phone, a TV show that's in 3D or Star Wars Clone Wars episode in 3D or something like that. Like, that'd be fun.
Interesting. Would you?
Legends
would
of,
you
like,
choose to watch a
Guardians
movie in 3D just because you get the 3D-ness? Like Legends of the Legends of the Owls of Ga'Hoole thing?
Yeah.
Would you choose to watch it on that to get the just for the 3D-ness, or would you choose to watch it on something bigger so you get the full experience?
Well, if I'm at home, I want to watch it on my home television.
Of course, but
if I'm on a plane,
traveling.
yeah, I would watch the 3D movie on that over my iPad. Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
Just to have it's a 3D movie. I think that'd be cool.
I would force myself. This is, if I'm being honest, I would force myself to do it because I'm like, it's 3D. I should watch it in 3D.
Yeah.
And that would last a little bit, and I go, you know what? It's gonna look damn better. It's
Yeah.
gonna look sexy on my iPad. I mean, it's gonna look crystal clear, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
I
So
think it looks pretty crystal clear on this, but I'm really kind of falling in love with it. But it'll be interesting to see, especially when the NGP comes out in a few months. how
Is
they
there any
compare.
3D on that? No.
No 3D, but damn sexy display. That OLED display.
But again, I think you really nailed it. The problem is that now we're getting this convergence of a device that you already own that can play games just as well that are way cheaper.
I'm gonna want that Zelda experience that's gonna happen here. I'm gonna want that Mario experience that happens here.
That's true.
And I don't want to play, Street Fighter on my iPhone with the virtual sticks.
I totally
don't.
agree with that.
Yeah.
But then you get the PlayStation PSP phone that's just been announced or that just.
Yeah, I
been
don't know
shown.
about the phone, but the NGP, it's pretty sexy looking.
Yeah.
Punch it out.
All right, everybody, make sure to stick around for this day in rad history. But first, our sponsors, Daniel Trachtenberg.
that's right. We are brought to you by Netflix, which is the way to rent DVDs and Blu-rays of movies and TV shows. They get delivered right to your door, or you can stream them instantly. Last week talked about Batman Under the Red Hood.
Yep.
This week, if you still haven't seen it yet, you can stream that instantly via Netflix. Also, Station Agent, we talked about last week. Rent that movie. It's a great one. So go over to netflix.com/TRS for a free trial membership. And
Be awesome.
yeah.
Like everybody. Hi,
Some people are awesome.
We will see you tomorrow.
On tomorrow's show, we check out the movie Sucker Punch.
So, of all of last year, I think my favorite thing that we got to do was by far the I Fly Hollywood.
Weightlessness.
The
yeah.
weightless tunnel. It was like a fish
a
to
blast.
water. I had such an amazing time. I have subsequently looked into purchasing my own time. It's a little expensive, but that by
much
far
fun.
was so much fun. Although it wasn't your favorite.
Yeah, Jeff said it was a blast, and he's right. It was a blast of air up my nostrils, and it was uncomfortable.
Well, let's take a little look.
Yeah.